Bitcoin with Dinny. Dinny here, good to see you all. So I want to talk to you today a little bit about the significance of Michael Dell tweeting about Bitcoin, and if he was to buy Bitcoin, which it pretty much looks like he's in the process or has done. So back in 2020, a guy called Michael Saylor, another billionaire, got orange pilled, which means he studied Bitcoin. He realised that everything he thought he knew about it was incorrect, and that he had to try and get as much as he could, as fast as he could, and he's been doing that for the last 4 years. And in 2020, Saylor started buying Bitcoin at 10 grand, and he took the price of Bitcoin from 10,000 all the way up to 60,000. One billionaire, okay, pretty much the biggest buyer. Michael Saylor, his net worth back then, he was a billionaire, just about, okay. But Michael Dell, guys, okay, owner of Dell computers, we used to have one, don't know what they're like anymore, don't have one, but he must be doing okay, because he's worth over 100 billion, 100. So he's 100 times larger than Saylor was when Saylor first came into Bitcoin. Now, because Saylor has aggressively stacked Bitcoin for the last 4 years, he's now worth 4 billion. He's 4x his net worth, I guess. And that's the beauty of Bitcoin. It works for billionaires as much as it works for regular people. But the significance of someone like Michael Dell coming into the Bitcoin space and acquiring Bitcoin, and how this came about was on Twitter, X. We all have to say Twitter, X. Michael Saylor tweeted that scarcity has value. And that's something that I've been communicating since I started this channel. That scarcity and value are so correlated. And the scarcer something is, the more valuable it is. And the more abundant it is, the less valuable it is to us. And you can see that in every aspect of life. So Saylor tweeted this, but then Michael Dell retweeted it. And then Saylor tweeted a picture of the Cookie Monster. And he was gobbling up Bitcoin, stuffing them into his mouth. And that was off the back of the Bitcoin dip when the price corrected there last week. And then, of course, Michael Dell retweeted that, literally signalling that Dell is gobbling up, or Michael Dell is gobbling up Bitcoins. Now, this is really significant because he's a bigger player than Saylor was. And remember, Saylor drove this thing to 60 grand. Michael Dell's the 14th richest man in the world, the 14th richest billionaire on the planet. Pretty significant. All these billionaires all know each other, okay? And all it takes is one big entity like that to be orange pilled, and the rest of them have no choice, but they must capitulate. Just in case he's right, even if they don't do any work in it, they've got to take some sort of a position, because one of their buddies did. And they don't want him to become richer than them, because, you know, when you're the 14th richest person on the planet, you don't want to be the 15th. You want to get into the top 10. And if you're in the top 10, you don't want to slide down the ladder, down to the 15th. Okay, life wouldn't be worth living. Not quite, but this is how these people think. They're super competitive. So it's really cool and important, and it's just in Bitcoin invading another network, Bitcoin getting into another network, and this is how Bitcoin saturates itself throughout the world. You know, it goes to retail people, normal people, cypherpunks originally, VCs, regular Joes, politicians now are talking about it, Trump is talking about it, millionaires, multimillionaires, billionaires, comedians. Russell Brand is going to be speaking at the Bitcoin conference. What was that drop on my head? Must have been rain. Oh, it was rain. Russell Brand, and whether you love him or hate him, I don't care. Everything is good for Bitcoin, you see, because he will come with his own audience, his own network, and he will orange pill them. And orange pilling just means learning about Bitcoin, because once you learn about Bitcoin, to understand Bitcoin, you've got to learn everything about normal money. And once you learn everything about normal money and you understand Bitcoin, your life will never be the same again. You'll make new decisions, take new actions, and your life will change as a consequence of them. It won't change overnight. But as I say to people, save your time, save your apprenticeship. 4 years in Bitcoin. Once you understand it and take the correct action for 4 years, it will change your life. Now, that's not guaranteed, okay? But every other human on the planet who's ever done it, it did. But I suppose I'll just give you the disclaimer. Nothing you hear here is financial advice. Just a guy on the internet. I do happen to run Ireland's first Bitcoin consulting company. And we're into our 5th year now of helping people use Bitcoin to get themselves more free time. Or more money, whatever you want. Time or money. but money buys you your time. So that's the significance. Bitcoin will just march on. Bitcoin's in a boring phase now in the summer, and it's a beautiful time for accumulation for the people who understand it, and those who don't just want the crypto market to pump and their tokens to go up, but really missing the point. You have a huge opportunity, okay, to acquire the money of the future. I've got mine, you got to go get yours. Shout out for the grubby gardener. Fair play, Stuart, one of our boys in the Retirely Club, hitting a significant amount in Bitcoin. Awesome work, man, well done. Proof of work, that's what we call it. That's how Bitcoin's working, by proof of work. Stuart's done the work, he understands the asset, he understands the opportunity, he understands how it can change his future, and he's taking action. So, hello.
Hi.
So fair play to him. I'm just heading up to the gym here now. If any of you know Michael Dell, give him a shout, and tell him he better get some Bitcoin before Stuart has it all acquired. Because the 300 odd people in our Retirely Club are hungry for Satoshis, and are doing everything they can to acquire more as fast as they can. And that's the crack. So I'm going to go into the gym. I'm on day 3 fingers, Dinny. 3 of my fast. Feel awesome. Feel unreal. Compared to Monday, feel amazing. It's so crazy how doing a fast can just change your mental health in literally 2 days. So grounded, so positive, so energetic. Without food, it's crazy, isn't it? It's mad. But then again, once you understand money, you realise that it was crazy that you never understood that before, and you lived your whole life poor or struggling for money. But I did that for the first half of my life, and that was crazy too. But that's the crack. It's all about education. Guys, do me a favour. If you're here, we appreciate you. Give the like button a nice little press. That can be your daily exercise for today. Or if you're going to do some more serious exercise, let me know what you're up to. If you're walking, if you're cycling, if you're swimming, if you're gymming, if you're whatever you're doing, let me know in the comments. Be interested to hear who's on the big pump. Guys, have a super day. Dinny out for now.